guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. This is what we eat in a week. My voice is going all funny. I've got a sore throat yet again. So here we go. So Monday was Steve's cheese and potato pie. Oh my god, the video's out there, guys. Watch it. It is absolutely delicious. And we had some really good quality sausages with this and beans. This is Steve's tacos, because he doesn't like it with the shells. So yeah, we had tacos that night, and this is Steve's. Num num. And it was jacket potatoes this night. Steve had his bacon and bean recipe that is already recorded, so yeah, just search for that under main meals. He absolutely loves that. Absolutely loves it. He wants me to make another load now. So, and the rest of us just had tuna or cheese or whatever. Yeah. And this was sweet chili chicken, I think it was. Sweet and sour chicken, crispy. And this was like a little curried rice, and this was a sesame chicken. Can't remember what bloody had. Sorry guys, but yeah, it was a sweet sesame chicken, and the batter, this was the first time I tried it this way, and the batter stayed crispy. Obviously I had to include one of my favourites. So this is risotto with bacon, mushroom and onion, homemade focaccia bread just to have with it. Looks like I chucked some treats in as well, and some parmesan on top for cheese, for Steve. So this was Steve's tea. He had a huge piece of cow, homemade chips and beans, and the rest of us had scampi with chips. And that's what we ate for that day. Looks nice and juicy, doesn't it, guys? That's 16 ounce, that steak. It's one of the Big Daddy ones from Aldi. He absolutely loves these. And the chips nice and crispy. Can't beat homemade chips. I actually do for anyone who doesn't know, I don't have a deep fat fryer. I had a double one and got rid of it. I use a wok for my chips, and I find them so much better. So this is Sunday. There we are. So I've just made my Yorkshire puddings. Just taking them out. As you can see to the bottom right, that's a coffee cake that I made earlier. Just waiting for it to cool down before I can put some fresh cream in it. That's coffee and walnut. The size of them Yorkshires, guys. Can't beat them. I'm taking out the ones that come out easy, and then I'll go back for the ones that need a little bit of teasing. I do also have a recipe for homemade Yorkshire puddings if you have trouble making your own. Look for it in the playlists. Main meals and sides, I would think it's under. The coffee cake I have already done, and that will be under puddings. So I'm just greasing up a dish, and what I'm going to put in it is this. So I've used one large box of stuffing mix, and I've used 6 links of Bramley apple and sausages. Basically Bramley apple sausages, and I've mixed them in, and this was absolutely beautiful. I do like this. That Bramley apple sausage that you get from Aldi is absolutely lovely. I think it's Aldi or Lidl. I've only really started going to Aldi because the kids go there for club over the summer, so. But yeah, just popping all that in there. So when this cooks, obviously you get the juices from the sausage. Use a good quality sausage, guys. Please don't tell me anybody that puts Richmond sausages in it. I don't want to know. That'd be like pain to me ear holes. Can't stand Richmond sausages. So here, because I've made a coffee and walnut cake, obviously Caitlin can't have that. Although she likes coffee cake, I've put nuts in it, so she can't have that. And Amy doesn't like coffee. So I've done the kids also one of their favourites, which is some oatmeal raisin and double chocolate chip cookies. And that's what they'll have their pudding today. Oh, my voice. I hope I'm not getting blooming strep throat again. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing the kids some cookies. I was meant to do this Saturday. But you know what it's like. You think to yourself, oh, I'll do it later, and then you think, no, I can't be bothered. So I left myself it all to do on Sunday, but it wasn't actually too bad. I spaced it out. Did one bit, sat down. Did another bit, sat down. That's the way I have to do things if I want to get a lot done. So I just want to say, I do want to go live. I have been putting, I'll do it in between telling you about the cookies and everything. So I baked these for about 15 minutes. These are in the playlist for cookies. They are already on there if anybody wants this recipe, and that's them when they come out. So as I said, I want to go live. I did put a poll in my community section, but I don't think everybody's looking at the community section. I mean, for nearly 1,600 subscribers, there was only about 90 to 100 people that responded. So for that week I didn't go live. I just took that as a not interested sort of thing. If you could turn on all notifications, and so you can receive when I put up I don't know how it works, to be honest, the community posts and what have you, because if I don't get a good response on the community post, then I'm not going to go live, you know. It just seems like a waste of time, to be honest. So I just thought I'd mention it during this video, so that anybody that gets to this point can have their say at whether or not they would like me to go live. So here I'm using Maris Pipers for the roast potatoes. If I've got them in, I will always use Maris. But all potatoes at the minute I've found are completely blooming rubbish, and they don't last because of the heat. And it's only going to get worse every year, guys. Baby potatoes, you know, the little pearl potatoes and salad potatoes. And if you don't already, I highly suggest storing them in the fridge. They last for a good couple of weeks in there, I've found. That's where I've been keeping my baby potatoes and new potatoes, in the bottom of the fridge. So I've done my roast potatoes. I'm just going to chop up the parsnip, because that'll be parboiled along with those potatoes, and then it'll be baked in the oven. And don't worry about washing. All these pans, I usually wash all my stuff in the pans once I've chopped it all up. I don't see the point. I see these people washing the veg and then putting it into a pan, but they're washing it and then peeling it. Why? It don't make any sense to me. That'll get rinsed and washed, put on to cook, and they're already cooked, as you can see there. So all I'm going to use is my garlic oil. This is the point you want your roast potatoes to get to. So they're not falling to bits, but they're close. This is what's going to give you really crispy edges on it. So stick some oil on, and then some homemade coating for your roast potatoes. The coating also has been done as a recipe for you, a quick recipe. I'm sure it has somewhere. That also is in the playlist, guys. And a roast potato recipe as well. Most of these have already been done. Those of you that have been with me for a long time already know these recipes anyway. The comments about them being in the playlist are for anybody that's new. And if there's anyone new that's watching this, please excuse my voice, because I think I've got an infection again. Full of infections, me. So all I'm doing is coating it with the garlic oil, putting the coating on. So the inside of these potatoes, I'm just going to put them on the tray. The inside of these potatoes will be nice and fluffy because they've been part cooked and the outside will be really crispy because of that panko and semolina crust with all the herbs and spices on it. So that's the effect I'm after with my roast potatoes. So that's them, and all I've done with the parsnip is put them in the middle. So I'm just doing some tender stem. So tender stem has become very, very, you can see how much I got in this little bag, and it wasn't a lot. It's become very expensive now, and I'm not going to buy it unless I see it on offer or reduced. I'm not going to buy it anymore. It's not worth it, not really. So yeah, there wasn't much in that at all. So I've got some tender stem. We've already got the parsnips on the tray to go in the oven, so that's 2 veg. Now comes some green beans. There'll also be some carrots and cabbage. So I do quite a lot. When I do a full Sunday dinner, I do a full Sunday dinner. Everything. Anyway, there's the tender stem and the green beans. There's the potatoes underneath that I peeled for the mashed potato. So I'm just going to do some carrots. So this set of 3 pans is a steaming set, so they will get rinsed under the tap before they go onto the oven. I try not, apart from the parsnips, I try not to peel my vegetables. You're just losing so many vitamins by doing that, guys. And try to keep them so that they've got a little bit of bite to them as well. When they're cooked, you cook them to death, you're just going to lose everything that you'll gain nutrition wise. You're just going to lose. So here's my favourite, the old white cabbage. I have included as well the meal plan again at the end for anybody that's interested. So if you're not interested, obviously, once you've seen how today's dinner turns out, feel free to leave. Those that are interested in the meal plan for some ideas, that will be after I've shown you the Sunday dinner. I do like white cabbage. I used to always eat Savoy, but I can't eat it anymore. It's like, it doesn't, I don't know, it's really soft, and I don't like that. I like it with a bit of crunch. I think that's why I like the tender stem broccoli over the regular broccoli, because I find regular broccoli just turns to mush so fast. There's me just showing you what there is. I didn't show you me peeling the potatoes for the mashed potato, but yeah, you get the thing, what I was doing with that. So here is the coffee and walnut cake. I've whipped up the cream. Because of the heat that day, especially in the kitchen and that, I whipped it a little bit more. It's not over whipped, but I just went a little bit further than I normally would, just to help it stay upright and not sliding all over the place, to be honest. It was so warm. You see, I'm getting a pile of things on everywhere now. The kids have had their sandwich for lunch, and you could tell there's a couple of cookies missing. They don't last long in this house, guys. I don't know about you, but my kids, as soon as they spot cookies, they want them. So all I've done is put fresh unsweetened cream on that cake there, and I'm going to put the top on. I absolutely love those pans. They're shot blast pans, and they're actually really heavy, and they're from Wilko's of all places. They had them on sale, so I bought a set of 3 of those. Well, it didn't come as a set, I bought 3. But they're really, really good quality. So there's the actual cake. And the reason I didn't put sweetened cream on is this, right here. So this is half a tablespoon of instant coffee. I just mixed it with some cold water so that all the granules melted. and then comes the process of adding enough icing sugar or powdered sugar if you're in America to make it a good consistency. So yeah, this on top gave it enough sweetness, and the cake itself, the cream didn't need sweetening in my opinion. And all I'm going to do for this is just put try and find some walnut halves in my pot, just to decorate the top a little bit. Like I say, there is a coffee cake recipe already done. I can't remember if it's this one, but there is one done. As I say, this was yesterday's meal, Sunday dinner. There's about half that cake left. Although it probably won't last past today, to be perfectly honest. So that's that. That is everything done now. The cake goes into the fridge. The cookies are ready for the kids. The Yorkshire puddings are done. The last thing I have to sort now, I've done all my potatoes and vegetables. This is a pork loin. This was absolutely beautiful. It all got used though. Mind you, 4 adults, 2 kids. It all got used. So I've got a bit of black pepper, what is that? Garlic pepper on the top. Smoked salt. This was such a nice, tender, juicy loin when it was cooked. Onion powder. This is basically just giving it a coating on the outside. It doesn't really go through the meat. If that's what you're after, I've got some thyme there as well. I would put some onions and garlic, stud them in there, cut little cuts and put them in there if that's what you're after. I just wanted a crust on this. I do have some fussy pants that do come to eat, so I try not to put too much garlic in it. So this is me just going round now, just showing you where I'm up to. So there's the stuffing that's going to go in a minute. Roast potatoes on the outside, parsnips on the middle. The other tray is just roast potatoes. That's veggies, and you all know what's in them pans. I've got one there waiting now for gravy, so I won't start my gravy until I've cooked all my oh, look at that, guys. It was so nice. This is Steve's plate. He doesn't have mashed potatoes, so you won't see any mashed potatoes on there. Anyway, weekly planner starting on the 8th, which is today. So Monday, Southern style chicken burger, fries and roasted corn. Tuesday, we've got hoisin beef and mixed vegetable stir fry, udon noodles and sesame seeds. Wednesday is pork steak with caramelised onions and cheddar cheese, crushed baked potatoes and green beans. Thursday is beef and bacon chilli loaded sausage in brioche roll with cheese and wedges and coleslaw. That's a homemade coleslaw. Then Friday, we've got an unboxing this week, so it'll be homemade pizza and french fries, and it's related to that meal. So Saturday's lasagna or spaghetti bolognese and garlic bread. Sunday is shepherd's pie and vegetables. That is recorded already, and remind myself to record 3 of the recipes there. I always put that mark on it. And I'm doing a cheesecake for Sunday, I think, and that's just the shopping I need Steve to grab for me today in the morning. So quick look again, and that's it. And thank you guys so much for watching. It was a bit longer this week. I hope you enjoyed this week, and thank you once again. And don't forget to turn on them notifications, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.